Hi, everyone. I'm going to read you guys some more stories out of Bad Pets True Tales of Misbehaving Animals. And this story is called Swift Lift. A bold seagull had repeatedly shoplifted from the same store in broad daylight. He began his life of crime in the summer of 2007 when he walked through an open door of a convenience store in Scotland. A few feet from the door, he stopped in front of a rack that held bags of potato chips and other crispy snacks. With his beak, he snatched a bag of Doritos and waddled out of the shop. Witnesses thought it was cute and assumed it was a one time only theft. They were wrong. Because the crime was so easy to pull off, the bird shoplifted again and again from the same store. And he always stole the same thing, a bag of Doritos. Everyone is amazed by the seagull, shop assistant told reporters. At first, I didn't believe a seagull was capable of stealing chips, but I saw it with my own eyes and I was surprised. He's very good at it. He's got it down to a fine art. He waits until there are no customers around and I am standing behind the register. And when he raids the place, for some reason, he only takes that one kind of chip. The seagull would walk out with a bag of Doritos and trot or fly to a spot about 20 yards away, where he would rip open the package and dump out the chips. Then, like a winged Robin Hood, he would share his chips with the other seagulls. He quickly became so popular that the locals nicknamed him Sam and even started paying for his Doritos so the store would keep carrying the snacks. The thefts have been captured on video and seen worldwide on YouTube. He's becoming a bit of a celebrity, said the attendant. But Sam is a star because he's so funny. This story is called Outfoxed. A mother fox swiped more than 120 shoes from doorsteps in the German town of Foren. For more than a year, the people of Foren wondered who was stealing their hiking shoes, workmen's boots, flip-flops, and old slippers they left outside by their doors, in their yards, and on their garden terraces at night. It is customary in some communities not to wear shoes in the house. The mystery was solved in June of 2009 after a forestry worker discovered a large collection of footwear in a fox's den in the nearby woods. The bushy-tailed culprit was a mama who had a family of cubs. She's clearly got a thing about shoes, one man said. We found 86 shoes in the den and further 32 in a nearby quarry where they like to play. That includes 12 or 13 matching pairs of shoes. The shoes may well be intended as toys for the cubs because there are bite marks made by little teeth on the shoelaces, he said. It's impressive that she found the time to steal them in addition to getting food. She's probably got more shoes in the den. We didn't want to venture any further because she's still living there and we don't want to kill her, especially given that she's got cubs. People should simply make sure they take their shoes in at night. Count von Kessler had the retrieved shoes laid out in his palace so the townsfolk could claim their lost souls. And your last story is called Cat Burglar. During the day, Jack seemed to like a lazy, cute black and white house cat, but looks can fool you. When the sun went down, he turned to a midnight prowler who stole clothing and personal items, lots of them, from sleeping neighbors. In a string of thefts that went on for months, the cat burglar just couldn't keep his paws of other people's things. And as dawn approached, the 1-year-old domestic shorthair would probably leave the loot he collected overnight on his owner's stoop. It started Halloween night in 2008, his owner said. I found a feather boa at our deck door, and I didn't know where it came from, so I pitched it. That was followed by a man's leather glove, and I threw that out too. But then I saved everything else, because I could see it was Jack bringing it home, and I thought it was interesting. Jack since amassed a considerable collection of garments, including men's briefs, bikini bottoms, hooded sweatshirts, designer shorts, hats, t-shirts, and nearly 3 dozen gloves, as well as other items such as towels, a stuffed duck, a back brace, a long rope with a hook attached, and a foam neck cushion. His personal record is 4 gloves left at the front door and 2 at the back in one night. I love the guy, so when he sits probably next to something on the front step or the back deck, I go out and say, Jack, how did you know this is just what I wanted? He eats it up. He is a nice boy. Of course, she didn't want to be an accomplice to a thief, so she tried to make amends with the neighbors. Figuring victims were wondering where their missing things were. She hung stolen items on a clothesline in front of her house. She posted a sign asking people to take whatever belonged to them. There were so many articles on display that neighbors assumed she was having a yard sale. Many of the items remained unclaimed. Rather than getting locked up for his thievery, Jack earned publicity on a local TV and YouTube. She said that keeping Jack confined at home was out of the question because he loved to roam at night. She explained, "It's in his blood." I hope that you guys like these silly bad pet stories, and I'll read you some more later. All right, bye guys.